Before you book your dream Maldives resort, there are a few mistakes that can cost you hundreds or even thousands of dollars if you get them wrong. In this guide, I will show you exactly what to expect, how to avoid common pitfalls, and how to make your Maldives seaplane journey smooth, stress-free, and unforgettable. The biggest mistake travelers make is arriving to Malé too late. Maldives seaplanes only fly during daylight hours because pilots navigate visually. Most flights operate between approximately 6 a.m. and 4 p.m. If your international flight arrives after about 2:30 p.m., you may miss the last seaplane departure of the day. That could mean paying for unexpected hotel night in Malé or Hulu Malé and potentially losing your first night at the resort. My recommendation: arrive at least one day early whenever possible and consider travel insurance. Unlike a normal airline, seaplane transfers are arranged by your resort. Flight schedules are finalized the day before based on weather, passenger demand, and resort occupancy. You won't receive a traditional flight schedule weeks in advance. If you want to maximize your resort time, request the earliest available outbound flight. Upon arrival to Velana International Airport, a resort representative will usually greet you. They will check you in, weigh your luggage, issue boarding passes, and escort you to the seaplane terminal. The entire process is efficient and well organized. Many luxury resorts offer access to private lounges while you wait. Expect complimentary snacks, drinks, Wi-Fi, comfortable seating, and runway views. Wait times vary and range from a few minutes to several hours. Operators often wait until aircraft are filled before departure. Seaplanes have strict weight restrictions. Typical allowance is 20 kilograms for checked-in luggage and 5 kilograms for carry-on. Excess baggage fees can be expensive. If the aircraft is full, some luggage may arrive on a later flight. Always keep your medications, electronics, valuables, and one change of clothes in your carry-on. Most Maldives seaplanes are de Havilland Twin Otters. They are small, compact, and designed for short island hops. The cabin has low ceilings, limited legroom, and no overhead bins. There are no entertainment screens and no luxury seating. Think of it as a scenic adventure rather than a luxury flight. Try to board first. Seats are usually unassigned. The best seat is directly behind the pilots. You will enjoy excellent visibility, extra legroom, and a fascinating view of the cockpit. Watching the pilots navigate between islands is one of the highlights of the flight. There is no traditional air conditioning on board. The Twin Otter's propeller engines are surprisingly loud. Bring earplugs or noise-canceling earphones if you are sensitive to noise. Wear light, comfortable clothing. Many travelers worry about turbulence. In my experience, the flights were smooth and enjoyable. If you are prone to motion sickness, sit near the front. Look at the horizon. Avoid reading. Avoid heavy meals before flying. Consider Dramamine or ginger supplements. These flights are short. There is no onboard meal service. There are no restrooms. Visit the restroom before boarding and bring water if needed. This is where the magic happens. Flying at low altitude gives you breathtaking views of turquoise lagoons, coral reefs, overwater villas, white sand islands, and endless Indian Ocean. Many travelers consider the seaplane ride one of the highlights of their entire Maldives vacation. Your flight may take one or more stops along the way. Aircraft frequently pick up and drop off guests at multiple resorts. A direct 30 minutes route can easily become a 45-60 minutes journey. Build flexibility into your schedule. Seaplanes operate entirely at the mercy of weather conditions. Heavy rain, thunderstorms, poor visibility, or strong winds can cause delays. During the monsoon season, disruptions become more common. Be patient and trust the pilot's judgment. Many first-time visitors feel nervous. I did too. But the Maldives has the largest seaplane operation in the world. Pilots are highly experienced and perform these routes daily. Flights are smooth, professional, and extremely well managed. One fun surprise: don't be shocked if you see barefoot pilots. It's a famous Maldives tradition. Seaplane transfers are expensive. We paid $700 per person round trip to reach Conrad Maldives Rangali Resort. But it is far more than transportation. It's a sightseeing flight over one of the most beautiful destinations on Earth. For many travelers, it becomes a once-in-a-lifetime bucket list experience and one of the most memorable parts of the trip. Have you ever flown on a seaplane? Or would it be your first time? Let me know in the comments below. If you found this guide helpful, please like, subscribe, and share it with anyone planning a Maldives vacation. Safe travels, and I'll see you in the next adventure.